New for you tonight here live at 10 o'clock, 8 years running, and it's still an unsolved, haunting, and horrifying Evansdale criminal case.
Next Monday, July 13th, will mark the 8th anniversary of the kidnappings and murders of Lyric and Elizabeth.
Well, tonight here at 10 o'clock, you're going to hear directly from the lead agent of the Division of Criminal Investigation on the status of this investigation as we ask the question, who killed Lyric and Elizabeth and why?
Everybody that's lived in this community for any extended period of time has the investment in seeing this brought to a conclusion.
Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation Special Agent Scott Reger is now the lead investigator on the Lyric and Elizabeth case.
Personally, it's a pursuit of endurance. It's a case of endurance, I mean, for me personally.
So can you tell me approximately how many leads you've received over the 8 years, how many you still get?
Well, I think within the last couple of years, when I first got it, we had approximately 1,580 leads, and my guess is in the last 2.5, 3 years, we've probably gotten an additional 200 to 300 on top of that. So we're approaching 2,000 leads, in 8 years.
For so many, it's like it happened yesterday. The Cedar Valley community mobilizes in a massive land and lake search for 8-year-old Elizabeth Collins and her 10-year-old cousin, Lyric Cook Morrissey. Someone abducted and then killed the cousins who had gone on a bike ride that Friday the 13th in July of 2012. Their bikes and personal belongings were found at Myers Lake in Evansdale. Volunteer searchers turned out by the hundreds, but to no avail. 145 days later, on December 5th, hunters found the girls' bodies 20 miles north of Evansdale at the well-known Seven Bridges Wildlife Area in Bremer County. The cause and circumstances of their deaths have never been made public. Can you say how many suspects maybe you've had or how many suspects you ruled out?
Yeah, we won't comment on ruled in, ruled out, or who we've...
Though the case remains unsolved, the Angels Park Island at Myers Lake in Evansdale serves as a lasting tribute and memorial while the investigation continues. And make no mistake, even after 8 years, investigators from federal, state, and local agencies are still working this case, a team which includes criminal intelligence analysts.
To go through large volumes of data, and that's what I think a lot of people think. There's just an investigator or two from time to time that go through it, but we have regular periods of time that we carve out to investigate it.
Across the community, speculation still runs rampant. Was it a sexual predator who had stalked the girls?
We vetted a large amount of sex offenders in Blackhawk County and the surrounding counties.
Or is it perhaps connected to the illegal drug scene and an unpaid drug debt? The girls were kidnapped only days before Lyric's dad, Dan Morrissey, was set to go on trial on drug charges to which he would later plead guilty, sending him to prison for decades.
Yeah, we've gotten a variety of different criminal history backgrounds on the people that we have investigated and vetted.
Leaving no stone unturned.
5 years ago, officers said they believe the killer is someone who still lives in the community and is familiar with the Seven Bridges area. Are you still thinking along that line?
You never want to become too tight